Good morning. It is Friday, June 28th, and today is the memorial of St. Ireneaus. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. We have a lot of news to get to this morning, so let's get into it. An 18-year-old from Clinton Township is the first teenager to be charged in connection with the death of Oakland County Sheriff's Deputy Bradley Reckling. Karim Moore was charged yesterday with lying to police and resisting arrest, and Wayne County Prosecutor Matthew Penny asked for a high cash bond.
This is a man with a flight risk. He is in the thick of something that is very deep and very, very serious.
Moore has admitted he was in the stolen car that Reckling was tracking and says he and two other 18-year-olds ran from the scene where the deputy was shot. They were found by a tracking dog a few blocks away. Bond for Moore was set at $100,000. The city of Detroit and the White House are announcing federal funds to provide assistance to 400 prospective homebuyers. The funding will provide a second round of Detroit's down payment assistance program to help lower and moderate income residents make the jump from renting to buying a home. Applications for the funding are expected to open today with similar conditions to the first round of funding. Last year, households that received assistance had an average income of $47,800 and received roughly $24,000 in assistance. Tuesday's storms did not only knock out power, but is also being blamed for high E.coli levels at Muskegon County beaches and parks. A contamination advisory was issued for several beaches and parks on Wednesday. The advisory includes P.J. Hoffmaster State Park, Pere Marquette Beach, Mono Lake Beach, and more. It is believed that storm runoff has brought the bacteria into the waters. The public is strongly urged not to swim in the water right now, but if you do, keep pets off the beach, do not swallow the lake water, and shower as soon as possible after swimming, and do not feed wildlife in the area. In sports, the Pistons selected forward Ron Holland II with the 5th overall pick in the opening round of the NBA draft on Wednesday night. The 18-year-old Holland played for the G League Ignite last year after being rated as the number 1 recruit in the 2023 high school class. The Pistons held the 53rd overall pick in round 2 last night. The Rocket Mortgage Classic is underway in Detroit. This week's PGA Tour event is going down at the Detroit Golf Club. Last year's winner was Ricky Fowler, and he's back in the field again to defend his title. Other notable players in the field include Will Zalatoris, Cameron Young, and Jake Knapp. World number 1 Scottie Scheffler won last week's Travelers Championship and is sitting this week out. This is Michigan Mornings. Now this.
This is Franciscan Father Greg Friedman for the Catholic Communication Campaign with a message about faithful citizenship. Our political debates are sometimes more like a war of words. Exchanges on talk radio and in blogs are often vicious and not always truthful. The gospel challenges us to confront contemporary issues in the light of gospel truth and charity. The U.S. bishops are calling for civility in politics. Do your part to bring Christian charity to the public arena. Go to faithfulcitizenship.org.
In Detroit today, we'll have mostly sunny skies with a high around 81. Tonight, we'll have a chance of showers very late. Our lows will drop to 69. Tomorrow, we'll see some rain. Some areas could see between a quarter and half an inch. Our high will be near 84. Sunday will be mostly sunny and cooler, highs in the mid-70s, and Monday will be sunny with highs in the upper 70s. In Saginaw today, we'll have increasing clouds throughout the day with a high around 70. Tonight, we'll have some late showers and lows will dip to around 68. Tomorrow, some areas will see some rain and possibly a thunderstorm. Our highs will reach 83. Sunday will be nicer, mostly sunny, and highs in the lower 70s. And Monday will be sunny with highs in the mid-70s. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. I've got some more news to bring to your attention. Last night, former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden met for a debate in Atlanta on CNN. Both are setting their sights on battleground states, including Michigan. In the latest 5 polls conducted in our state, Biden and Trump are within 1 point of each other, making the state a toss-up. In state politics, the state Senate in Lansing has passed bills that would force the legislature and the governor's office to be open to state public records law. The 36-2 vote followed years of the Senate blocking the move. The bill was sponsored by Democratic Senator Jeremy Moss of Southfield and Republican Senator Ed McBroom of Vulcan, and the two have been working on it since they were both in the state house. And the U.S. Supreme Court announced 4 decisions yesterday, including rejecting Purdue Pharma's opioid settlement and allowing women in Idaho temporary access to emergency abortions. News Nation's Kelsey Kernstein has been following the opinions.
It now jeopardizes more than 100,000 victims to receive monetary relief. The court rules in a 5-4 decision saying that a bankruptcy judge does not have the privilege to allow the Sackler family to receive protection from future lawsuits. So in this suit, the family who operated the company known as Purdue Pharma agreed to settle opioid-related cases with a $6 billion deal. However, it also means that the family is released from future liability. Justice Neil Gorsuch writing that the family could have filed for bankruptcy. However, it instead chose to leverage the company's bankruptcy to their advantage. This also just in, the Supreme Court has now ruled that abortions can be performed in the state of Idaho, but only for certain medical emergencies. This restores the lower court's order that said that the state could not enforce its restrictive abortion ban, especially in types of cases where an abortion was necessary to the mother's health. The justices were split, voting 6-3. Now, we have to remember that this opinion was posted on the court's website briefly on Wednesday before it was taken down. The case is also likely to have another go-around, returning again to the High Court. We are still waiting on several other big rulings before the court session is over, including the presidential immunity case.
SCOTUS should be releasing more decisions today and Monday. I'm Matthew Handley, and that does it for this edition of Michigan Mornings. You can stay connected with me over the weekend on X. I'm at Radio Handley. And Lord willing, I will talk to you again on Monday. Until then, goodbye.